Hi, my lovely subscriber. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're cozy and like what I've got for you. Well, it's about time you've made it to my throne. How do you like it? It was a recent addition to this manor I had constructed. It wasn't an easy job, but it gets the idea across. No? Oh, I think it might be a little pretentious, but it's just the symbol that counts, right? Just like our ignorant king who so pompously flaunts around. I mean, if someone gets as incapable and idiotic as him and gets to sit atop a high seat, then, why shouldn't I? It makes such a good reading chair, and somewhere where all my subjects can get a hold of me if they so please. I wouldn't say it makes for a good office, but an imitation throne might be what keeps me in the mindset, you know. Oh, it's all right. She won't hurt you. You two can stop having your little staring contest and pay more attention to the situation at hand. As a matter of fact, why don't I have my admiral give us some privacy? Do you mind? There. Is that better? Now, where were we? You were here to slay the tyrant overlord and save the kingdom or whatever, right? Is that what you've come all this way for? Just like the little goody two-shoes adventurer you've always been. But it didn't have to be you, did it? So, why did you decide that it was going to be? Why are you here on some rogue mission just to see me dead? Oh, don't give me that look. Do you really think that I would believe that the king sent you here to slay me all on your own? Was he supposed to have seen all your virtuous efforts and send you instead of his army that would have had a higher chance at getting to me? Yes, you've managed to get here on your own, but the king couldn't have predicted that now, could he? No. You decided to come here on your own conscience because you felt guilty for everything that you did and didn't do. Am I right? Oh, it looks like I hit the crow right in the heart with that one. But I can't say I haven't been thinking about it either. Because I wanted to make sure that I had gotten it right. It's impolite to assume, is it not? So, asking anything was a bit more like a formality than anything. Yes. It's been so long since then. I'd almost thought that you didn't remember. I would have been disappointed if you hadn't come to see me after I'd done so much to get the kingdom's attention. No. It certainly wasn't for you, my dear. You see, I simply just didn't wish to see this kingdom prosper any longer. I think for far too long, it's been able to stomp all over its citizens with no regard for their livelihood or their innocence. There's too many decisions made without their general populace in mind, and it's less of a unified nation and more of a playground for the royals. They would be laughing at their feasts while leaving all of us to rot in our own villages, eating every delectable known to man. Meanwhile, we ran out of food and starved to death simply because they deemed whoever they wanted unprofitable. Do you not remember our old home? How much we suffered every single day because we were denied our trades and had to fend for ourselves on a dying land? You and I would starve most nights after you would come back from whatever useless adventure you would disappear off to, because they would only give you scraps. Measly little copper coins that could barely even afford a replacement tunic. But we were young at the time. So, I can't blame you if you don't remember all the details. Which must be true considering you're defending such a kingdom by coming to kill me. Oh, and what does it matter if I do? Whether it be from me or your king, I frankly do not see the difference on how many people I kill in order to do what must be done. I am not like you. I would go through any length to see my ambition through, and you would know deep down that you would have prevented this outcome. And that's why you're here now, to atone for your so-called mistake. I remembered it as much as you do, so you cannot deny that fact, because you knew it was me. You knew I started that fire in our village with the spell. We learned together. And you decided on your own to turn a blind eye. You had the opportunity to end me, as every home burned its way to the ground. And yet, you did nothing. Simply because you'd made your oath not to kill another person. But how many monsters have you slain to get where you are? How many lives have you taken and that you saw as pointless just to reach me and try to kill me now? What hypocritical oath have you taken since your youth that can justify what you've done since then? Because I don't see any similarities between that person and the one right before me now. You're no better than your king. Nor I. You slay others to gain power and to achieve a status that you can only hold. Those that you consider monsters are no different than your kingdom considering the people to be pests. But you would rather see it otherwise for your own existence. You are everything like me. You only don't have the same ambitions that I strive to reach, but if you had any semblance of an ideal in that confused head of yours, then I'm sure that you would have done the same as I have. Oh, don't look so angry with me when you know that I'm right. Where's that joyful energy that we shared as best friends? You know, before you threw me in the dirt like the king always had us do our entire lives. I'm sure you remember that time. But of course you could never think to end our miserable lives, could you? To enact justice on me before I became one of the most powerful casters in the kingdom. Oh, are you sure that you can? Do you want to show me how powerful you've gotten after you've slain so many monsters over your time serving some inconsequential man-child? Oh, really? You're going to try to cast a little spell like that? I don't think any enchantment or pretty display of fire is going to do anything but scuff up the walls with a pesky little singe mark. But I'm sure you want to show me how much you've studied since we were little sparks and kids. I'd say I learned a thing or two as well. That's a bit better, don't you think? I'm sure you probably knew it was already too late to try to fight me. It's been too late for many years now. Or did you actually think I would have told my admiral to leave when I couldn't handle you on my own? Please, try not to fight it too much, or do tire yourself out for all I care, but don't blame me when you end up hurting yourself. See, this is a more high-level wind spell for you common lot, but it is one of the more easier tricks I've learned over our time apart. It'll keep you constrained here against the wall and tighten the more you struggle, so I'd rather if you didn't try and squeeze yourself to death. Well, what I want is for you to see things a little bit more my way. I want you to understand that your kingdom is not worth your efforts. It does not deserve your devotion to such a menial place for the sake of its undeserving leadership. What you should be doing is joining my side and usurping its land, and taking it under our rule. I don't care how long it takes, or what I have to do to achieve it, but I will see it through, and I would rather have it so that you are here with me. You've been playing this hero act for too long, and I think it's finally time to take a break from following that king's so-called laws and ideals, because they have none. If so, then you would either be forced to leave or killed here if you prefer, but this is not up for negotiation. I'll either have you rule with me and assist with destroying that place for good, or you will be another death in my efforts to reach the same goal. You're entitled to your own decisions and beliefs, as am I. And if they clash too heavily, then, well, I'll do what's best for me. In the end. And so be it if that means killing you. So I believe there are two answers here for you. I would consider neither of them to be the right one, but they pose entirely different outcomes. No, personally, I think that one presents itself with a much more interesting future than the other. What do you think?